So Space Pirate Trainer, the new update came out now and it is amazing. I absolutely have always loved this game, but they've actually added some new modes in the latest update. Everyone's been talking about the arena mode. Um, Solo mode's still there, that's the original game that was in. And then they also have a versus mode. So when I fired up this game, I saw the versus mode, I thought I'd give that a quick go. And then I moved on to arena mode, so I'll cover both of them quickly. Here is the versus mode I'm hopping in. And what this is pretty much normal Space Pirate Trainer. But you'll see, once we get going, then there's actually multiple platforms and there's another player. So in my case, there's someone on the right once I start playing, and they are competing with me. I thought I could shoot his drones as well, but actually it says only to shoot the red and not the green. But it looks like the other thing that happens is obviously the green ones shoot at him and the red ones will shoot at me. I thought I was getting points for both of them. I'm not 100% sure how this works. Obviously, don't get shot. But the thing seems to be the first person to die loses. So basically, I just sat around shooting everything for a while. I'm not very good at this game, apparently. I thought maybe I had a chance against this guy. And here we go. Got the rockets, homing rockets, and they're pretty awesome. And off you go, he's shooting all great. He's doing a pretty good job on his side as well. This was a lot of fun. I like this. Normally, I consider this a game where you sit in, you feel like a hero with your guns and shooting and dual wielding. It's all like an amazing feeling. But then you've got someone off on the other platform over there doing the same thing as you. And then when they kept beating me, it kind of took away from the magic of it. But it was still a lot of fun, and I'll hop back in there again in the future. So, very shortly, things are getting a bit hectic here. I think I missed the guy shooting at me, and then I lost. You can see this guy over there is looking rather happy, shooting away. And we thought we'd give it another go. So I actually did play this for a while longer, and you'll see here, it's just really not worth watching. I tried a couple different weapons. Generally, I should just stay to the normal guns. I am no good with any of the better weapons. But I still had a lot of fun. I think the other guy must have had a lot of fun because he was winning the whole time. The game looks good, runs good. Originally, I had this on the Oculus Rift on PC. I think I might have bought it with the original one. Probably not. But definitely I've had it with the CV1 when that came out, and it's been great the whole time. Yeah, you can see we're launching the game, and I've got the 10-meter block. Something to note, I didn't actually have a 10-meter block. I kind of just faked it, which is a bit of cheating. So basically, I had probably about 5 meters by 5 meters, and I just had to kind of push the edges out as far as they would go. I think the Rift only actually, the Quest only does 10 meters by 10 meters. It seemed to be pretty tight. It only actually lets you build out a grid so far, and the grid that I built out was pretty much the exact size. So once you hit the sort of range that it allows you on, it kind of puts a flat line against that border. So I think the first thing to do is you get your starting position right, and I've seen some videos where the guys are showing how to start the grid that you draw. You stand in the middle, you push down your view button while you're facing a far wall that you can line up against, which is hopefully at least 5 meters away, and then you will draw your grid around yourself from there. I think that was on VR Oasis, and he did a much better in-depth interview than what I'll do. I mean, even going into the game, I struggled. I sat here for ages. I didn't quite work out what you're meant to do to start the game, so I was clicking around, I was pressing things, I eventually even exited out of here. Yeah, I just wasn't clicking. I think maybe a bit of it was to do with the fact that I didn't have the space that I needed. So possibly if I'd had my full arena space, I would have been happy to walk around and explore, and I would have just walked into the teleporter, but yeah, I didn't really have the space, so I do eventually work it out. And then, so for anyone wondering, I thought once I managed to click the start button somewhere, people would teleport in and those would be the people I was playing against. But in reality, you're just meant to walk over to them and then that will kick off the start of the game for you. So yeah, things I wish I'd known, but willing to share just in case anyone else gets a bit confused by it. So hopefully too much longer now and I'll get into a game. Not quite sure what the drifting is on one teleporter. And also I can only walk in certain directions from here. I was a bit trapped. Okay, so we're going a bit faster. Let's see when I can find my way to the teleporter. I feel like it's going to dawn on me soon. I was just actually having a lot of fun with the gun. One thing I did work out while I was here is if you put the shield out in front of your gun, then you'll actually shoot your own shield. So you can put your gun through the shield, around the shield, above the shield. So a couple options for you there. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. Stop shooting. Find your way. Find your way. It is actually a lot of fun just shooting this gun. Here we go. You can see my tentative steps, not knowing if I'm ever going to hit something. I can highly recommend not playing the game with enough space, but I was just too excited not to give it a go and just see if I could wrangle my way into the game and have a bit of fun. So, I mean, I didn't really want to play multiplayer against other people. I thought that would be a bit unfair, but to get to just play against the drones like up on the board behind me there, definitely something I'm keen on. Yay! Can see past Tony finally worked it out, and here we go, into game. So this feels amazing. Like you are standing in this open area and it slowly populates and fills in. The geometry is quite simple, but the graphics are great. Like, I mean, the textures are really good, the lighting's great, the immersion level's just like fully there. And you can see kind of dodging around the corner. I got my shield up and I'm just giving a couple shots at it. There's the first drone down. I think it would have been really nice if they could put some smart AI in. But as far as like just having a bash around, this is pretty good. I think if they do a V2 upgrade, just get some real people, well, real models in here with a bit of AI around them. I'm sure they will do that in an update. It's too good not to. Even like Quake 3 arena level bots would be amazing in here. So something I didn't realize back here is you can run to any of those start positions to come back into the game. And once you do that, apparently I need to go to a different one. Once you do that, then you can use your lives. So your lives only count as far as getting into those start areas again to kick it off again. But I was quite happy to play again. And where do I go to from here? You can see similar thing, a bit stuck. Tracking, you know, tracking was a bit sucky. Like it did get lost a couple of times. I think I was facing a windowed door, and that might have been the issue there. So it just didn't have things to track on. Okay, so bad guys, shooting bad guys, always shooting bad guys, good to shoot bad guys. So the levels increase. The first guy is really easy, it just takes a couple shots to kill him. At level 2 it gets a bit harder, where I think it's got a shield, so you have to shoot him a couple more times. On level 3, I believe it's the shields on the sides. Killed while I didn't have Guardian, so that felt a bit sad. I'm just watching myself take all these tentative steps. So I've walked into a corner where I can't actually get out now. In my room, I'm stuck. I think I'm actually stuck at a dining room table. But offered to try again. See, I'm trying to get my head around without being able to move. So for the rest of this, I was pretty much stuck over here, which felt a bit sad. But still actually giving it horns. I think this is the last time that I played in this area. So this was indoors with an area that was probably 5 meters by 4 meters, and then I kind of just drew the bigger box around. I was hoping I'd be able to step over, so it's quite cool. If you step out of bounds, they obviously, like, you're not physically going to be stopped by anything, but they just tell you that nope, you're not allowed to do that, you have to go back to where you were. So that's actually a really cool way to do it. You penalize sort of organically, you'll go back. You don't want to die, so you can't push through a wall, you have to go back to where you were before you push through the wall. I think that's a great way of dealing with this. I know they had an Oculus Connect that they actually had physical things set up in the environment, which would be amazing. And like, I can so see this happening in arcades and whatever. Like, if there's still VR rooms, I imagine they're going to be looking to try find 10 meters by 10 meters where they can get some guys co-located. So the co-location apparently is very dependent on how you set up your tracking. So I imagine once they get that going, that will be very cool as well. The video kind of takes off there, and then I go into a bad area. This is the next time I play, I believe. And so I actually had a much bigger area for this. So this one I tried outdoors, and I tried during the day, and the sun actually killed the ability to play. Apparently if you get like hard sunlight on your lenses for even a minute, it could damage them permanently, so that's kind of not cool. But I was nearing sort of sundown, and I gave it a go, and it was super fun to give it a go. So yeah, you can see, I think in a minute you'll see I got a bit more space and a bit more movement, and I can just imagine it'll be so fun to actually have that full 10 meters that you need indoors somewhere where I can get good tracking. It's quite a requirement. I hope maybe they can do like 5 meter by 5 meter arenas. I think that will be, possibly worthwhile for people to play as well. But yeah, time will tell. And then the updates came. So yeah, they're already updating it, and that is very cool to see. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, cheers.